Well, as you all know, we already passed Saturday. However, I did not do AEW Collision Slam Dunk for both Saturday and Sunday same time. So I thought I'd save you guys the trouble and try to do it separately on a separate video away from the other things I'm planning to do. So we're going to do, of course, both AEW Slam Dunk Saturday and Sunday, but in a different way. And then, of course, as always, we wrap up our episode with some news updates, only with, of course, with Seattle-based promotion DEFY for their upcoming event right before, of course, their Las Vegas show, Streets of Rage, which features 3 matches, 1 title match and 3 regular matches. So we're going to go through all of it. So let's get ready for another episode of Deleted Wrestle Zone.
Are you ready? Get up, get up! 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 Get up, get up!
Hey everyone, welcome to Deleted Wrestle Zone, all things that is pro wrestling with AEW, NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, TNA, the National Wrestling Alliance, various promotions, wrestlers, matches, and championships. I am your host, J-Rod here. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This is a channel we do a lot of pro wrestling reviews from various promotions, not only here in the United States, but also in Japan, Mexico, Canada, Europe, the UK, anywhere in the world pro wrestling is not as big, but it continues to grow. We also, of course, do discussion videos, talk about various topics such as the wrestlers themselves, the promotions, factions, storylines, whatever we want to talk about. We also, of course, do more news updates. If certain information was unable to be on this episode, we can either put it on the next one or on a separate video by itself. We also, of course, do real-timing news updates to keep you guys on alert if something has happened in the world of pro wrestling that needs to be addressed ASAP. We also, of course, got the Unagi Sayaka Watch and various other cool wrestling content as well. So if you like what you see, please subscribe to us or click on that subscribe button. You'll be getting a lot of daily reviews and other cool wrestling content as well. But if you like this episode, please give us a like on the like button or leave us a nice comment in the description down below. Now, enough with the pleasantries. So, it's showtime, folks. So, as I said before, we got AEW Collision Slam Dunk. So, let's begin, of course, with Slam Dunk Saturday. Okay, AEW Collision Slam Dunk Saturday. So, this was part of the Saturday event they showed. I don't know when it would happen. But let's begin with our first match. This one features, of course, the TNT Championship on the line. Adam Cole challenges finally for the belt against Daniel Garcia. However, many of you probably would think this match, there's no way, you put everybody in the tensions to ask, okay, who's going to walk out? Will Daniel Garcia once again reign supreme, or will it be Adam Cole? I mean, we have been dying to see Adam Cole to hold gold for quite some time, and I think that's something we all been asking for, but we never got. However, this match ended in once again with a move that we normally don't like to see in, of course, here in the States. Mostly is okay in Japan, but when it comes to here, it's a time limit draw after 20 minutes. So it was a very disappointing match. I mean, we probably would have loved to see a winner, but I wouldn't be surprised if this match was later put in on Dynasty or another time. I mean, that's something we probably would expect, but we'll see what happens. Now, our next match is once again Max Caster with his open challenge, running his mouth about the best wrestler alive. Well, he gets to deal with someone he did not anticipate, but he is a tough SOB for his age. The cold handsome devil himself, Hook. So you probably can guess how this match ended, of course, because Hook put him in the red room. Then he had to tap out. So as once again Max Caster's losing streak rages on. Now, before our next match was involved, Lex Lanier talks to Queen Aminata. As you know, recently there's been like a somewhat of a rubber match between her and Julia Hart. But of course, someone has been keeping an eye on Queen Aminata, and that is, of course, the professor herself, Serena Deeb. Now, of course, Serena Deeb is like seems like she wants to recruit her, and she even had like a little booklet about, see, 1,000 moves. I'm like, that's too many moves, But she said she was okay, that she can handle it. But the real question is, can she? I mean, Julia Hart, she is no slouch, everybody. We've seen what she's capable of. From the time before she was a dark princess or something, she was a cheerleader. But now you see where she's going for. However, the Queen Aminata will definitely try to bring out the hurt in her, but would it be enough? Unfortunately, she tried to apply everything like the headbutt, but unfortunately, that match ended with, of course, a pinfall by Julia Hart, and all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, it was over. Very disappointing loss to Queen Aminata, but I wouldn't be surprised if Serena Deeb is laughing her butt off over this loss, to Queen Aminata. So that's something we definitely could see down the road. Now, as you probably know, Lex Lanier had an interesting interview with Harley Cameron talking about the mysterious Harley Graham. Who is she? What is she? Where does she come from? Well, Harley Graham says she doesn't know anything about her. And of course, if you guys have ever seen this pro wrestling gorilla match with Marty Skrull and Ricochet, Ricochet was wearing these pants that resemble from Prince Puma. So Marty was like saying, "I've seen those before. I don't know what you're talking about," and he was about to say, "You're." It feels kind of like that when it comes like people were trying to say you're a hologram, but she's trying to divert. No, I'm not. I'm not Harley Graham. I don't know what you're talking about. So I thought it was a pretty good, interesting interview. So I enjoyed it. So I thought it was fun. Now, our last match, part of the Slam Dunk Saturday, we have Rocky Romero, Mark Briscoe, and Powerhouse Hobbs teaming up. They take on the Don Callis family along with the Snake in the Grass being on tow. We're talking about the Murder Machines, Lance Archer and Brian Cage teaming with the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. Now, of course, we know that Mark Briscoe is a tough SOB. Powerhouse Hobbs, who has no love lost for the Don Callis family after what happened last time, but of course, Rocky, he may be fast, even though his speed it has to be more reliable. But it was not enough until, of course, Takeshita put him in the raging fire, and just like that, 1, 2, 3, it was over. The Don Callis family walked away with the win. So pretty much that's how it ended for the Slam Dunk Saturday. So let's move on with Slam Dunk Sunday. Okay, so let's continue with more with AW Collision Slam Dunk Sunday. Now, we opened up with the AEW Trios Championship, the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta, Pac, and of course, Claudio Castagnoli defending them finally for the first time, when whoever's win was the last time. They face against the combination of AR Fox and Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. Now, you probably would think the Death Riders will do whatever it takes humanly possible not to lose these belts to prove their point that Death Riders are the ones are in control of AEW, and that's exactly what they've been trying to do. But however, you know that AR Fox and the Top Flight, they intend to use their speed as possible to take them out. However, it was not enough until Pac took out Darius Martin, and then of course, no, on Fox, and then of course they applied the baseball special, and just like that, it was over. However, during the post match, Top Flight and Fox were attacked by the crew, former friends of Top Flight, Action Andretti and Leo Rush, and of course they even tried to choke them out with using chains on them. But sooner or later, Top Flight will get their revenge on them one way or an effing other. Now, we did see an interview with Lex Luger talking with the guys from the Undisputed Kingdom. Adam Cole, as you know, he did. Lex Luger was trying not to hurt him, but tried to make him understand that Being in a time limit draw is even worse than losing, and of course Adam Cole respected it, but he felt that this match would have won in his favor if it wasn't. So he got lucky, but the next time he did stated that they will go, of course, this will be a moment where he probably would win. But the real question is, when will that happen? I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it will be in Dynasty or another later time, but we'll see what happens. But however, uh, Kyle O'Reilly and Strong seems like they want to have like a bit of a rubber match with none other than one of the best tag teams in the world, of course, FTR. So that's something we could definitely see. The question is when that could happen. So we probably will see that sooner or later. Now, Johnny TV versus Bandito. As you know, Bandito has been unedged after what Jericho did to his brother Gravity. So basically, he's been demanding the return of his mask. But Johnny TV was trying to get under his skin. However, Johnny TV, you know he's capable of trying to win matches at any way possible. But however, Bandito was the one who walked down unscathed when he applied the 21 plex. And just like that, uno, dos, tres, se acabó. Just like that, it was over. However, Bandito called out Jericho, demanding that he return his brother's mask. But of course, Jericho, who's been dealing with Bandito for quite some time, well, this time seems like they tried to take him out. But luckily, Bandito was able to divert everything and then took back his mask, his brother's mask. Now, I don't know if you guys saw what happened. There was an exclusive content where this little girl, bless her heart, she actually flipped off Jericho, and then he tells her, "Do you know what that even means? I know. I'll ground you." He acts like he thinks it's her dad, but man, it was so interesting. So it was really funny. So I couldn't believe it when I was watching. Now, Tony Storm, as you know, she has a thorn in her side, and that thorn is none other than Megasis, Megan Bain. So practically, of course, she feels like, oh, you think you're God or something, that sort of thing. So basically, she will deal with her soon enough. So one way or the other, those two will collide. Our next match, we have Feel My Wrath. That's right, Harley Cameron taking on Amita Belmont. Now, of course, you probably know how this match was going to end. Well, Harley Cameron applied her finishing move, just like that, and it was over. 1, 2, 3. Adios. Now, Don Callis, as you know, well, Lex Luger's concerned over the fact about what happened in Colorado, but Don Callis, being the biggest hypocrite on the planet, tried to think that she's trying to stir the pot. No, he's just a moron. That's what I think. But of course, Kyle Fletcher saying that he will be better than ever and he has plans that he wants to do. So we'll see what happens until then. Now, our main event, we have, of course, Los Titanes del Aire, or the Titans of the Air, of course, Hologram and Commander taking on LFI's Dralistico and Beast Mortos. As you all know, they have their history towards these guys for quite some time. Don't forget, LFI attacked Hologram last year, put him out of action for a couple of months, and now he's back, and then they try to do the same thing to Commander. However, we did see Harley Cameron being there, just enjoying the match until she left, saying she had to call someone. And then all of a sudden, that someone is none other than Harley Graham. So she showed up again. And once again, as always, like last time, we had, of course, the interaction between Hologram and Beast Mortos. And Dralistico was like, "Hey, what the hell, man? Pay attention." So he's like the kind of guy who's trying to ruin the buzzkill. But however, of course, with great cohesion between both Commander and a Hologram, they were able to walk away with the win thanks to Commander with the shooting star press on Dralistico. And just like that, uno, dos, tres, se acabó. So basically, that's how things ended. So I hope everybody enjoys this part of this. Now let's move on to our last and final thing, news update. Okay, so we only have one update for all of you. As you all know, for upcoming events, DEFY Wrestling have another upcoming event at the Washington Hall on the 13th of April, right a week before their Las Vegas show taking place. Now, 3 matches have been announced. The first one is for the DEFY Wrestling World Tag Team titles. The current champions, Sinner and Saint, consistent of Judas Icarus and Travis Williams, will defend their belts against KZ and Suzuma Yokosuka from Dragon Gate. So that's going to be interesting to see. Next match, we have Gabe Kidd taking on Heavyweight Hustle Calvin Tankman, which is, I know this is going to be one of those badass matches we're definitely going to enjoy. And then finally, LP, El Fantasmo, takes on the Southern Psycho, Mance Warner. So that's going to be, I'm sure, a brutal match for Fantasmo. But we'll see what happens. But so that right now, I believe it's time to end things with this episode because we are done with all of it. Let's call it a day. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoys this episode. Coming up, as you probably can guess, we're going to be doing the entire episode about WXW, where the 3 day show that took place early this month, 16 Karat Gold, which is, of course, a tournament that happened every year. And whoever walks away with the win, they will get a shot of the WXW World title. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I know I have covered some of the WXW events before, but I've been kind of procrastinating on this one for quite some time. And I felt like the urge of doing this. I mean, I heard of the 16 Karat Gold, but I really want to do this. So buckle up for that one. So at this moment, I'll say this, that I will see you guys in the next DWZ time, same DWZ channel. I must bid all of you adieu. So goodbye and have a nice day. Bang.